Hey!
Good morning or good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
It's afternoon for you guys. It's already been a very long morning for us. Well, for me mostly. She got us up at 3 a.m.
Little lady, that is not the time that people get up.
No.
I mean, no, it's not. Sometimes we stay up that late, but we definitely are asleep at that time if we went to bed.
Yeah, she decided she was awake and she didn't want to be alone. So the only way we could get her to sleep was to put her in our bed. And I am terrified of like rolling on top of her or her falling off the bed when I'm sleeping. So I don't sleep when she's laying in my bed. And it just, yeah, Alex doesn't either. So we got up at 3. She got up at 8.
Is that coffee in that mug? Is that coffee in that mug?
So no, because coffee does things to my body that
I was like, that would be a really bad day.
Yes. No, but it is caffeinated. It's tea. I actually made myself an entire pot of tea to get me through this morning.
I love that.
It's called Magnus something. It's a friend of mine gets these book boxes that come with all these cool features, like gifts with it, like bookmarks and plush toys. And sometimes she gets tea, and since I'm the only tea drinker of her friends, I think, tea, just awesome. Keep them coming.
Give it to me.
Give me the tea.
Tea gets a bad rap sometimes. People are like, I don't understand tea. Like, it tastes like, and I'm like,
but it doesn't make you feel like crud after drinking it either.
You know, I started drinking coffee when I was 12. And so it does nothing to me at all. Like, absolutely zilch.
My brother started drinking coffee when he was much younger than that.
That's too young.
Okay, so he was basically drinking milk with coffee in it when he was like 6.
That's
he was
weird.
bonding with our grandfather.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
You want to be cool and drink coffee with them. So
yeah. Coffee is like black coffee is disgusting. No one can change my mind. It's nasty.
I can drink it. I don't not like coffee. Coffee's good.
Well, black coffee specifically, like
it messes up my guts.
Yeah. Delicate ecosystem.
Especially when I have to wake up at 3 in the morning and I already feel icky just because of the lack of sleep. Coffee doesn't fix that for me.
No. Yeah. No. Probably not.
So we deal. I had very sugary donuts this morning. So.
Nice.
Which I made myself. You guys will get that recipe next week.
You made them yourself?
I made donuts. So I got this off Amazon. Okay, so I'm a big fan of those ridiculous lists of things you should buy off of Amazon.
Oh, me too.
That pop up on Facebook all the time. Yeah, so I will literally scroll through those while I'm nursing. Goodness, you are just so fussy right now. It can't be lack of sleep, could it? But so I'll scroll through those and I'll make a list of all the things I think would make good gifts or things that I would like in my house. There's or donuts. Like they're kind of like muffin trays, but it's these 2 silicone or donut trays that are pretty nice. You just spray them down, pour your batter in, and then once it's cooked, you just tip it over and it's pretty exciting. You cannot have this. This is mine. This is still mine. No. Okay.
Grip. I think that you should try making everything bagels.
That would be cool. I should try bagels.
My mom tried to make everything bagels, and they were not good because they were really salty.
Oh.
You have to like really salt because everything's really salty. My sister makes bagels that are keto, and she does a good job. So I don't know. I'd like to see your take on the bagel. Hi. Hello.
So, because this is so important for you guys to know, today is Mudpack Day.
Mudpack Day.
Yes.
Is that just like mud? Just mud? What is a mud pack? Is that a group of people who like to get in the mud?
I'm can see how you could picture that. No, it's not. It's actually a medical practice for field dressing. So, what's that?
Is it an acronym?
No. What they will, like, if you have an injury, like, say you're in battle somewhere and a spear goes through your arm or something and you need a quick patch up.
A spear? What century are we in?
Hey, my head is in a fantasy world this morning. It's very tired.
Okay, continue.
They'll clean the wound and they'll kind of stop the bleeding with a Mudpack. They'll wrap it up and that'll be like a temporary fix until you can get actually fixed.
Yeah, never ever would have come up with that on my own.
It's also good for if you have a burn, especially for burns. Burns would be
mud.
Yeah, nice cold mud pack on there. Why not?
I was doing archery this weekend again. And I thwapped myself. You can see my bruise.
Mm-hmm. I've done that a number of times.
Did you? I had a bruise the last time I did archery. My bruise was this big, and it was up here. So I keep thwapping myself in the same place. It's because the bow we're using is definitely left-handed. He accidentally bought a left-handed bow.
Oh, cool. That would be useful for me.
Yeah. He just accidentally bought the left-handed one, which is the first time anyone's accidentally bought a left-handed anything in the history of the world.
So does this mean I'm meant to go archery practice with you or something?
Probably, yeah, absolutely. And you won't hit yourself because, but
I'll probably still hit myself.
He's right-handed because archery left-handed because it's a left-handed bow.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I should have put some mud on that, is what you're telling me.
Yes, mud. There you go.
Okay, I'll remember that for next time because there will be a next time.
Because, you might be out in the wilderness and need that knowledge.
Yes.
Something like that.
Right, exactly. Absolutely.
Have you ever had a feather go through your hand?
What?
So,
that was cryptic. What?
No, it's in relation to archery. So my grandparents have arrows. That's where I learned is my grandma and grandpa conduit's house. They had old set of arrows there that have actual feathers.
Cool.
And I was aiming and a feather brushed my hand, but it didn't just brush. A piece came up and rolled in between my thumb right here. That nice tender part right there. Yeah, I had a feather stuck in my hand.
I don't like it.
It was awful.
Gross. No, didn't have that happen to me ever.
It's very painful.
Did have
That's why they have foam feathers now.
Yeah, no, that would be the closest I've had to that is a roofing nail once went through my foot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was not. I have plenty of feet problems, so I didn't need yet more. But roofing nail. It was just like I was wearing flip flops, so that saved me at least like an inch, but it's not great. Hello. You going for that keyboard?
Yep, probably. She really wants my mug.
You can't have nice things.
No, that's
Olivia.
fine.
No, you have to share. Sharing is caring.
Oh, right. Okay, that's what she needs. Caffeine.
No. Just kidding. Who knows how to impact her?
Let's see. I've had, apparently we're talking about injuries today. Okay, cool. There was a friend I had back in the day who always would compare, like, tell everybody about his injuries. Like, it's nothing new. Come on. Like, oh, I got a scratch here.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool, though.
One time I burnt my hand on lasagna. I have a lasagna burnt. Actually, it's on this hand because we had this camping program thing for PE at BB. And we were learning how to cook in those like camping fire things. And so we had to like each week we would make a different, we had like entree, dessert, appetizer, whatever. And so for our meal, we made lasagna and you put it in those bags, like you layer it in the bag and then you boil it to cook it. Well, ours got water in it So she put it in my hands out of the boiling water, and it started pouring out and burned my hand. It was awful. Awful.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
And then she ruined my shoes because it dripped all over my shoes.
Yeah, I'd be worrying about my shoes too.
Gwyneth, you just smacked that into the stratosphere. Bless you.
Let's see. I don't know what happened. I was a little running around the house. I always had a house growing up that you could run a full circle around. Like room after room after room. It was just a circle in the bottom floor of the house or floor or whatever. Well, the first house, I don't know what happened, but I decided to jump over a stool, like a low step stool, and it was really close to the wall, so I smacked into the wall, and somehow I cut my knee. I had a scar on my knee, but I think there was like a nail over there or something. I don't know. Could have used Mudpack then, right?
That's true. One time I injured my mother. We had a glass door. This is at a different house. We had a glass door that led out into like a sunroom, and we kept our freezer there. And I've been like with my grandmother, and she was babysitting me. And I was like, wouldn't it be terrible if someone walked right into this glass door that we usually left open? Well, my mother smack ran into the glass door, closed, and broke her nose.
Whoa!
I was like 5, and it was incredibly traumatic because my mom didn't know her nose was broken, so she's just like gushing blood.
Mom!
What is happening? It was terrible, absolutely horrible.
Oh.
Yeah, she was going to get a pizza from the freezer to heat up.
And instead got a broken nose.
And instead she went to the ER.
That's never a good turn of events.
No.
I don't think I'd use a Mudpack for a bloody nose.
No, probably not. Yeah, it probably would not help.
It's probably make it worse.
Yeah. That one's the worst one I think I have. Because that one was my fault.
Now, I don't recommend necessarily that you guys just abandon your bandages and your peroxide and Neosporin and just use mud outside. That's not exactly very sanitary.
Exactly.
But I mean, it's useful if you forget those supplies and you go out hiking.
Right. If you got a burn in the middle of the wilderness and are like...
Yes. And the flames leap from the fire and catch your tent on fire or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
You are just full of energy this morning. Can I have some of that energy? Oh, goodness.
You going for the
whiny. So whiny.
Hi, look at those little toes.
Like, I will get that mug. I will get it.
Dedicated.
Mm-hmm. So dedicated. So this kind of leads me to a pet peeve of mine.
Tell me.
Mm-hmm. So as far as cleanliness goes, I don't know what happened to my soap dispenser at home.
Okay.
But it's now watery. Like, it seems like somebody added water to it. So I don't think that that's what happened. I think it just got too hot. Just pet peeve of mine when people add water to soap.
Yeah. I don't like it when, well.
Do they think they're extending the life of the soap? Because they're just watering it down.
Yeah, no, I'm not into that. That's an interesting.
Right? Yeah, well, it is one.
Yeah, I get it.
One of several, but.
Where are you going? You're not going to have it. It's not for you.
Not for you.
It's not for you.
It's not for you. This is for you.
Not for you.
Look.
That one's for you.
Yes.
See, I got mine too. We can drink together.
It's a drinking party.
Those little toes. Let's see. What do we have going on this week?
Well, we've got a cooking video tonight at 6 o'clock. I'm going off the my record here of, not the record, streak of desserts, and I'm actually making a dinner. So
Dinner.
it's a pot pie. It ended up being kind of soupy, so maybe add a little less water. But it was pretty good.
A little soupy pot pie. So it looks like you also have intro to Windows on Thursday. So
Yeah,
tell all of your non-technologically inclined.
Yeah, this week we're going over like file folders and
Oh, nice.
the stuff on the desktop. Goodness, yours.
Mother, I need the cup. Then on Monday, Miss Allison will be doing a Zoom info session about how your daycare can use the library. Anyone who runs a daycare, or if you run a daycare, you're welcome to register for that.
Libraries are very helpful for daycare, so I suggest if your daycare doesn't already have a library that they're working with, work with us.
Yes, because we would love to have you. Gwyneth. Goodness. She's so cute, but she's
Thanks. I think someone needs a nap.
someone needs a
This always ends up being the case. You can tell we're going to end the video soon because somebody's whining.
She's got that timing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's me.
She must know.
She's like nap time.
Yes.
Maybe we've like classically conditioned her.
Maybe. She's like,
really
okay, it's been 10 minutes. It's time to fuss.
Yeah, that would be really disappointing for me. I would not like that. Not a whole lot coming on this week. Obviously,
Check out our calendar at bradleylibrary.org. You can sign up for activities and events on that calendar directly instead of, you don't have to talk to us at all. Oh, goodness.
But if you need any help or like want to know any information about programs, you're welcome to call us. Online. Oh, Gwyneth.
Okay.
Okay, Gwyneth.
Goodness. Yeah. You say bye-bye?
Can we wave? Are we waving? Yes. Yes. Good job. Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
Have an awesome day, you guys.
Bye.